My name is Pavel Shishin. I work here at the theatre in Omsk, and I'm a literary director of this theatre, and I've been working as literary director of that theatre since 2007. And I want to tell you a little bit about this theatre and about the festival that this theatre organizes every other year in Omsk, in Siberia, in October. The fifth theatre, where we are now, was founded in 1990 by Sergei Rudzinsky, the theatre director who worked in Omsk, but who wanted to stage new plays, the plays that had never been staged at Omsk Drama, the famous theatre, or in other theatres in Omsk. So thus appeared the Fifth Theatre. The name, the Fifth Theatre, is because there were 4 theatres in Omsk before our theatre, the Fifth Theatre, was founded. So the name is unusual and usual at the same time. So in 2002, the Fifth Theatre is a young theatre company, organized the first theatre festival, the Young Theatres of Russia, which was held initially. It was held annually, but then in 2007 it was decided that the festival would be held every other year. So now the theatre is now it is the 8th edition of the festival. So so do you... No, we should look at this. Yeah, these are the years. These are the years of the festivals. And it says that 80 theatre companies from 17 countries of the world were here at our theatre festival, the Young Theatres of Russia. And then in 2008 and in 2009 we organized a smaller festival, I would say. It is a laboratory of contemporary playwriting, I would say, or something like that. And it is devoted to contemporary playwriting only, and we invite theatre companies who stage contemporary playwriting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter which authors they take. So the playwrights can be from anywhere in the world, and it is. I think it is very, very interesting to bring different cultures to Omsk, to Siberia, which is this city is far away from Europe, from the United States, from Australia. So it is a kind of opportunity to get to know more about our cultures through theatre, through the art of theatre, through playwriting, and through contemporary playwriting. And it is contemporary playwriting is not really conventional, so, and sometimes it is really difficult to appreciate it. But anyway, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be interested in contemporary playwriting. Do you
feel as though you have discovered any writers or any plays? Are there any plays that are in the repertory in Russian theaters now because you helped discover them?
Yes. I should say well, speaking about this theatre company, the Fifth Theatre, I can say that last year laboratory it was devoted to German playwriting, German contemporary playwriting, and after that laboratory, the Fifth Theatre decided to stage two plays, two contemporary German plays. One of them is well, I know that the English title of this play is The Ugly One. In Russian it is Urod. It is played by Marius von Mayenburg, and it is this year it is a part of the theatre festival. So we are very proud. Our theatre company is very proud to present it at the Young Theatres of Russia festival. festival. And the other play is Nordost. It was written by a German playwright, Thorsten Buchsteiner, and it is devoted to Nordost, to the events in Moscow at that musical titled Nordost earlier in 2000. And it is a very it is a very frightening play, and it is a very frightening performance as well. And but I think that terrorism is really a big issue nowadays, and we have to talk about it. We cannot pretend that there is no such thing as terrorism in contemporary world, you know, and the history of the last decade shows us that terrorism is everywhere. So I thought that it would be really important well, at least to try to speak to the audience in Omsk about that. So that's it. Then this year at our festival we are going to present 3 American plays. It's a new project, American plays for Russian audience, and again we're going to present 3 plays. These are The Aliens by an animator, which is really Chekhovian play, I should say. Well, when I read it first, I read it in English, and my first impression of this play was, well, it's almost like Chekhov, only contemporary. Then there will be a play and days. We're also we're going to give a staged reading on this play, and it is about after effect of the 11th of September in New York, or those events, about after effect.
So there you come back to terrorism again.
Again. So I can't help it, because, well, you know, I take planes, I go to different places, and I have to remember that. And if I forget, I'll be reminded at every airport in the world. So just I can't forget about terrorism. And The Book of Grace is the 3rd play from that American project that we are going to present here, and we are very, very proud that we are the first who present these plays publicly in Russia, because now the plays have been translated, and the translations were done by Russian playwrights, contemporary Russian playwrights, which is, I think, is, well, it's really good for everyone, for American playwrights and for Russian playwrights, because usually playwrights do not do translations often, and it is a good opportunity for them to work with a text coming from different culture, from foreign culture, and maybe well. It is also a good opportunity for them to come closer to understand better the foreign playwright, an American playwright.